Good evening and congratulations to Shipping Finance for organizing this conference. We are all aware that we have just 10 years to reach the EU's target to cut greenhouse gas emissions by 55% compared to 1990 levels, a target to allow Europe to fulfill its obligations under the Paris Treaty. Given the role of shipping in the global economy, this sector will increasingly be called to take action. The IMO's ambitious targets to halve greenhouse gas emissions from ships by 2050 are a case in point, and 2023 specific measures will be proposed. We also face the prospect of the designation of the Mediterranean Sea as an ECA for sulfur oxide emissions. So there is growing pressure. Decarbonization while maintaining the competitiveness is the biggest challenge facing shipping, and finding solutions to decarbonize today rather than tomorrow is critical. The solution is to use LNG as a marine fuel, because frankly speaking, today LNG is the cleanest and most competitive fuel available in sufficient volumes. Briefly, LNG produces lower CO2 emissions and hardly no nitrogen oxides, particulate matters, or sulfur oxides. It is 20 to 25% less carbon intensive than heavy fuel oil. The methane slip issue is being addressed, and methane emissions can be and are being reduced. Studies show that by investing in LNG-fueled vessels, ship owners can cut greenhouse emissions by 21% compared with oil-based marine fuel over the life cycle and 28% on a tank-to-wake basis. Significantly, LNG is forecasted to remain competitive against the very low sulfur fuel oil VLSFO and is less vulnerable than oil to price fluctuations and geopolitical tensions. There may also be potential for other fully sustainable options, including biofuels, ammonia and hydrogen, but these are still being tested. But don't forget that liquefied biomethane (LBM) and liquefied synthetic methane (LSM) are also fully sustainable options, and studies indicate that they will be commercially competitive compared to other carbon-neutral fuels. A major advantage of LBM and LSM is that they can be bunkered and stored using existing LNG infrastructure, and LNG-fueled ships can switch to LBM and LSM all with only minor modifications. So LNG will facilitate the shift to low and zero-emission fuels. The shipping sector recognizes the benefits of LNG as marine fuel, with the number of LNG-fueled ships predicted to grow for many classes of vessels. This demand is possible because of the increasing availability of LNG bunkering and infrastructure. From 12 bunkering vessels in 2020, CLNG organization reports that 27 are on order or being commissioned, of which the majority will come into service until 2023. Strikingly, LNG can be delivered in 96 ports, and there are plans for a further 55. Notably, bunkering and infrastructure are becoming available in the East Mediterranean. Specifically, via the Poseidon Med2 and Blue Hubs projects, DEPA Commercial will, with partners in Greece, Cyprus and Italy, is preparing the groundwork for the region's adoption of LNG as marine fuel. The result is that by 2022 and 2023, the Revithoussa LNG terminal will have in operation a truck loading station and a new small-scale LNG jetty to serve smaller feeder bunkering vessels of capacity between 1,000 to 20,000 cubic meters. A semi-ballastable barge transporter will be delivered this year in Venice to operate in the Mediterranean and Adriatic seas. 2 bunkering vessels will be constructed for operations for 2023 in Cyprus and Greece, the latter by DEPA Commercial. To conclude, shipping faces a huge challenge to decarbonize. LNG constitutes the only proven technology which today ensures shipping's compliance with the 2030 and 2050 climate-driven objectives. Last but not least, it is said that the future belongs to those who prepare for it. We are supporting shipping by promoting a fit-for-purpose regional LNG supply chain and aim to turn Greece into an international marine bunkering hub for Southeast Europe.